Hello, Deep Mindfulness Collective. This right here, right now, it's the joy of being a live stream coming to you live from Brooklyn, New York, folks. Very excited, as always, to be here with you. This is such a delightful day. This is my favorite day of my lifetime. It is today. Folks, let me know in the chat here, where on earth are you? What are you grateful for? How do you spell that? I can't tell if I'm... The hurricane was weak, but it was nice. Had a nice, lovely rainstorm here in the city where I got to walk through dense rain and get super soaked with like nice hot rain, warm rain, and it was lovely. Usually rain's on the East Coast is too cold, so you can't walk through it. But at some point I just got stuck and I was like, wait a minute, this rain is really nice. So I just stopped running. Had to walk about a quarter mile in the rain. It's very lovely. So folks, where are you? What are you grateful for? And we're going to be meditating for, 25 whole minutes coming soon. But first we're just going to check in and say hello. Probably start the meditation in about 10 minutes. Exciting announcement. Okay, so as we're getting ready here, I want to test run this. We're considering, is this app open right now? No, it's probably closed. Let me search for it. What is it called again? Oh, yeah. So if we might do our book club. The thing is, some of these books are not available on, what is it called? Audiobook. And I'm definitely not going to be reading these things because my dyslexia would totally not fly. Okay, I get it. So here's the question: is if this thing, did we try this already? If this thing we're reading like this, let me see if we can make it read.
Read, spell, and understand German. He correctly answered questions by tapping his hoof. A special Hans commission was convened to explore this phenomenon. The scientists eventually realized that Hans was responding to the unconsciously transmitted nonverbal cues from the questioner, his movements, tensions, and facial expressions.
So welcome. Thank you for resubscribing, Nick. What does it say? This is your 23rd month. Your 2-year anniversary is coming up. I actually have it on the calendar. Very excited here. So, but P.S. I want to ask, would people go crazy? Would they just like end their whole existence if the computer was reading in that voice? Hello from Karlstad, Sweden. Office having a bit of a hectic start to the week as usual, but lots of exams on the weekend. Exams, wait, you've told me this before, so forgive me, but what are you studying? Because I feel like we know so little about Nick. Nick, if you're open to it, I want to have you as a guest on the stream. And that would be great. Just to talk about, whatever stuff on your anniversary. Grateful for being here and hearing crisp audio. Does it sound more crisp than usual? I actually had the preamp worked on. So if it sounds better, that's a good sign. Okay. Nate coming from Cannon Valley, West Virginia. Grateful for hummingbirds. Lovely. Very happy to hear that the hummingbirds are in full action. I totally prefer that voice over the whiny English gal. Okay. I have no control. Oh, actually, I guess I could potentially change the voice on Google when it's reading. So maybe that's what people want to spend the stream doing, is choosing voices to read text with. Okay, folks, as you're gathering here, tell me where you're at, what you're grateful for, and then we'll go from there, and then we'll get ready to meditate for 25 minutes. I work at the university most of the time, usually with exam administration. Oh, okay. I always thought for some reason you were taking classes. I forgot about that other side. So folks, here is what was the question for you? I thought I had a question. Maybe I don't. Nick just threw me right off telling that little biographical detail. Let's see. It's crazy, Nick, that I think you were on the stream for a little while before you subscribed. Maybe not. Maybe you just subscribed right away. But I thought you were on for a little while before you subscribed, and that was 2 years ago. That's very hard to believe. What a reality. So, hit me with anything else. Grateful for, where are you at? And today I was going to explore a meditation related to the present moment. The idea that this particular moment, as it's unfolding, is the thing that is our doorway to deep transformation. So it basically is a meditation related to time, which ultimately, from my perspective, is a meditation related to see in, mental, visual activation. Yeah. Okay, so great. So anyone else, tell me where you're at, what you're grateful for, and then we will begin ASAP. The premise with the book club, by the way, would be that we would, I'm not sure the format. I want to try out different formats, and actually we should just try it out right away soon so that's not, people get used to it before we actually launch, see how it feels. I want to make sure that like people can see the text on screen. Where is monitor 2? This isn't very, that people could see the text on screen, so it would be like this or something like that. Yeah, we just go through these books and talk and read, but a lot of it would actually just be listening to the books. So I wouldn't, like, everyone knows it, or everyone here knows that when we just go line by line, like, oh, okay, that's an interesting line, let's talk about that. It's like a 5-minute video would take 30 minutes. So it would be more like listening for 30 minutes, taking notes, chatting with each other, whatever, as it's happening, pausing if need be, and then having a discussion. So the discussion would be more freeform, is what I'm thinking we do for a book club. I think that'd be really fun. I think it would also like pull people in who are interested in the content. The question is, if we do that, where does the meditation sit? And my sense would be that we would listen, meditate, conversation. That's sort of like the way I would think it would be. First 30 minutes listening, second 30 minutes practicing, last 30 minutes talking about what happened. And the reason that order is because typically we'll talk about the meditation itself more than like the content. If we just listen to the content, it'll be very philosophical and theoretical. But if we meditate, it'll be more about our experience. Nick says, joined in on YouTube, of course, a few times before we moved over to Twitch. Oh yeah, we had YouTube for a long time, so you couldn't have been subscribed here. Holy crap. We had YouTube for like half a year at least. Okay, you got a nice solid comment here, so I'm going to let the whiny English lady read this. Your favorite. This is a treat for you, Nick, since this is your favorite voice.
About that David Loy book, took a quick peek. It looked interesting and also pretty scholarly.
It's true.
Now I'm used to reading scholarly material, but usually it involves physics and education administration and the like, not non-duality, so got lost pretty fast. In OFC, every subject looks advanced when you don't know very much about it.
Yeah, I could probably, I think I could keep up with the book. I'd be very curious because it is all, it's like I know the experiential side of the material, so I'd be curious about the philosophical side of the material. It might be too dense. Anyway, the point is that we'll do some book. Might even be like there's a Mahasi course that I like that I wanted to look at again and see. Maybe we could just go through the course. That might be fun because we're like reading Mahasi text and stuff like that. So, folks. Let us get to it. Let's meditate. We're going to meditate for 25 whole minutes. If you're here, I would decide now if you would like to stay for the whole meditation, because what's going to happen is as you start meditating, some voice is going to say, oh yeah, this is an important thing, and tell you got to leave. But you don't have to leave, actually. And what is the point here? The point is that that voice will just come out unless you decide now, like, I'm not going to listen to that voice. So I would consider not doing it. If the meditation is related to the book, that would be the idea, is we try to meditate in relation to what we just read. So it'd be a lot of non-duality meditation for like 6 months. Otherwise, maybe no way around that. Exactly. Okay. Perfect. Okay, folks. So let's meditate now. Let's do it. Find that nice, comfortable position that you can maintain for the duration of the sit. I'm going to mute myself so I can cough loudly. Excellent. I'm sorry you guys missed that. Only subscribers could hear that. the extra cough. So make sure to like and subscribe. I guess not here. I guess you follow and subscribe. Find a nice comfortable position that you can maintain for the duration of the sit. Arranging the knees so that they're lower than the hips. Finding a balance point from the crown of the head through the tailbone so that it feels like there's balance. You can actually rock back and forth, rock the head on the fulcrum of the neck to find a balance point where it's just balance. You don't need to do anything at all, just all gravity. Find that position, and we're going to ask you to maintain that position throughout the sit. And when you're ready, we will begin. Beginning by taking a few comfortable deep breaths and just feeling the body rise and fall. Each time we begin a meditation, we begin with the momentum of all of the previous moments. So if this meditation or these words sound familiar, then you can actually detect that familiarity in the body, the mind. If these words feel unfamiliar, then you can detect the newness, the uniqueness of this experience. So as we begin to relax our body, just recognize that the mind is capable of experiencing things as familiar or unique, novel, new. So feeling the new quality, feeling the sensations of relaxing the head, including the muscles behind the eyes, back of the tongue. Letting that part of the mind that says you've done this before, just letting that go. Relaxing the jaw, allowing the jaw to go slack. The neck and the shoulders. Relaxing the arms. And relaxing the hands. Tuning into the deeply rich sensations of the palms of the hands and tips of the fingers. Letting go of any attempt to control the breath, just letting the body breathe as it will. Noticing the natural tightening and relaxing of the upper chest and the upper back as the breath comes and goes. Relaxing the belly and the lower back. Relaxing the hips, the upper legs and knees, the calves, and relaxing the feet. And as though the entire body were one collection of muscle, sinew, relaxing the entire body altogether. And with as little efforting as possible, without trying to do a great deal, noticing this particular moment. The unique, novel quality of this moment. All that is available in this moment. When we choose what we attend to in our meditation, we can choose any sensation like our breath or sound, sensations in our hands. So in this case, we're attending to the newness, the uniqueness of this particular moment. It is this moment that is now. Precisely what is now. And we can sometimes think of the present moment as a kind of object. It's the now. It's a thing to attend to, even if it's constantly changing. But of course, what we experience as ourselves is also this same new, burgeoning animation. That which observes this experience is also now. In other words, being is a kind of verb tense of now. And we can simply observe being occur. There's a sense that we are being, it's something we are doing. But to know that being is simply occurring. Even the part that feels like it's observing is also mixed in the medium of being. if it's helpful in the mind, we can label this ongoing, unfolding present. We can label it as now, using this mental label to tag our experience, to direct the mind towards it. But if we do use a label, I would encourage you to elongate it so that there's not confusion that it's one thing, so we can more helpfully see that it's ongoing. Now, observing the present going before the words appear, going after the word disappears. If we find that we've become distracted, what we're actually finding is we're back in the flow of the present. So when we recognize that we've returned using a nice, long, slow label, to guide us through this particular constellation of present moment being. Again, seeing how little effort we need to apply. If it feels like this is challenging or hard, that's fine. That happens at times, but seeing how much of that we can let go, if possible, and whatever we can't let go, deeply accepting, of course. Makes perfect sense that that would be happening. Now, And of course, at times, the repetition becomes lulling. So remembering that this is one opportunity. This is our one chance to connect with something deeply transformational. And we'll never have this chance again. Increasing the value on this particular moment. And if that feels like too much pressure, like anxiety arises because we're afraid we'll miss this precious moment, well, just know that we have infinite opportunities at bat. One chance, infinite opportunities to contact that chance. No problem. If at some point we find that the label is distracting or is too much effort and we can stay with this experience, then we can drop the label, but it's a helpful anchor if we find that we're drifting or otherwise unable to stay with this experience continuously. Being sure to pause between our long now labels. It can feel like a great deal of effort to stay at this precise moment, but know that the present moment is roomier than we often think, especially at first. Seeing if it's possible to let go of that trying, noticing that perhaps the mind will just stay. Letting the present moment be also spacious, letting its edges be soft. sometimes even timeless. Notice that whatever assessment, whatever read on this experience the mind is producing, is this going well or is this going terribly? Whatever sense of an observer or a self that's arising, it's the same ongoing flow. We start to see that nothing ever really escapes this continuous being, unfolding. If we get distracted, we're simply, to some degree, not existing. Then we come back, and again we exist, of course. I remember this. All we ever experience is this. If we get pulled away, we only know that because there was this, and then there's this again. It's always only been this. Allowing a tiny bit of light to enter the eyes. Eventually allowing the eyes to rest on a single point as they fully open. Noticing that even here with the eyes open, as they are much of our day, there's still this ongoing, unfolding present moment. So letting this precise moment be the great teacher. This is something I often say, but I say it for a reason. The greatest teacher I've ever met is precisely this. Let yourself surrender to that teacher. It's time to give up. Okay. Allowing yourself to stretch and adjust. See if you can stay with the practice as you do. Okay, folks. So what on earth was that experience like? What happened? And what do you like now? Okay, let's open up the Discord chat in case anyone wants to use their old pie hole to discuss. So folks, this is always what I want to know about your experience. As a teacher, my only medium is your voice. Literally, I cannot teach except for your voice. So, what it was like, what happened, what do you like now? Oh, this mouse is hitting the thing, which is hitting the thing. Okay. A little bit background noisy. Okay. Let's jump in here. Where is that server, friends? Oh, I see your messages. Oh, I'm confused. Okay, there we go. Now let's jump into beep, up, 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 up. Nope. Here we go. Okay, folks. Here we are. Let's copy the thing in the chat-a-rooney. Okay. Yeah, great. Awareness of this over and over again. Excellent. And, you know, a good question is, did that awareness feel like it stabilized? Did it deepen? Were there qualities of that awareness that seemed to appear? It's funny because sometimes people will ask, like, what's your meditation report? What was your practice like? And it's funny because the guided meditation is my meditation report. Basically, sorry. That is exactly what it was like. I'm describing my experience very directly. So that, and then encouraging people to find a way to experience it themselves. Or, you know, also, you know, awareness of this over and over, challenges that arose, you know, any moments of clarity, these kind of things. And also you can have a full report on what it's like right now as you're trying to write a report. That's often a great way to, like, flip it back into itself. Try to write a report about writing a report right now. Like, what is the experience? What's the mind doing? It's like, it's very, it's challenging because it's rewriting neural pathways. So, excellent. Okay, folks. Yeah, what was that like? What happened? What do you like now? The Discord is in the Bing Bong. You are free to jump in if you want to respond by voice. And then we will go from there. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. We're planning anything, any other big things coming up. Okay. Go away. Wait, why can't I grab this window? Oh my god. Okay. Excellent. Is there anything else? Okay, so as reports begin to roll in, we'll plan for that, and then we'll go from there. Oh, thanks everybody for your patience. I think we did some replays this week. I just had a bunch of work conflicts sort of unexpectedly. So I only thought it was going to be whatever day it was, Wednesday, and then I was like, no, it's actually going to be also Friday or whatever it was. Nate says, not much to say, just awareness over and over. Oh, you cut and paste. I see. Okay, well, very cool. Cool. Okay, folks, hit me with reports, and then we'll go from there. And in the meantime, what else? So a little announcement. Willow, our stage puppy here, was in surgery last week to get spayed. She's doing great. She is healthy and happy. She's got the Koan, also sometimes I've heard called the Koan of shame, which I always feel like it's a little, but it's the Koan, and it's really, I don't want to say soothing, but it is disabling. She just like sits there, and then I put on this Koan that was like a donut. It actually looked like a little donut. It's very cute. Actually, I have a picture of it. It's very cute. And let's see. Where is it? Where is this? Oh, there it is. I put this one on her, and somehow it wasn't. There we go. I put this one on her, and it wasn't like disabling enough, and her old like spirit came back, and she's like, and like started like chewing herself and chewing on things and like trying to get like the where the suture was, but she couldn't get to it, so she was like licking her leg, and I was like, this is not good. I gotta put the comb back on. Aw, thanks, Nick. Okay, let's start reading these reports here. Let's see here. Why is this so teeny tiny? That's what I want to know. I see. Okay. Going down. Let's see. All right, here we go.
Yeah, not that much for me either. Not having anything particular for focus on caused my already active mind to go into overdrive. So was mainly just coming back to this sensory experience again and again most of the time, and labeling very often, like every 2 seconds usually.
Interesting. So in this meditation, I did something a little different. So I mean, maybe this is already what you meant, but it's suggesting a slow label, so that, because sometimes when we label, we can just be like, almost like it's throwaway. Like we're like, oh no. And I was suggesting like really like nah, like to let that really unfold over time, to really like sink into what is occurring. That was my suggestion.
By the way, is the sole purpose of labeling to help us not having attention jump around all over the place, usually to thoughts?
There's a bunch of different reasons to label. One is that I think there's some research, I have to double check on this, I think there's some research that it tends to write the neural pathway more thoroughly. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but I've heard some research, not a ton. Labeling the experience will tend to just make the system also point in that direction more. So you say the label and the mind just goes in that direction. It also just sort of builds the ease with which we can use the thinking part of the mind to connect with the meditation object. So rather than the thinking mind needing to be shut off, or we're ignoring it, we're using it. So here's an interesting fun fact about labeling. Okay, if we describe labeling as using a part of the mind that's already sort of trucking along, using that to direct us towards meditation rather than to be a distraction, the two big innovations that were, I don't know if invented, but introduced in the modern era in meditation, which is labeling and the body scan are both using the two tendencies of the mind, which is mental audio and mental visual, in order to keep us meditating, to keep it going, to make it stronger. So audio is you use mental labels. You hear that label, it directs you towards the experience. Body scanning, you're using the visual quality of the mind. You're not visualizing the experience, but you're using the spatial location of the mind. So location and arrangement and space experientially is, at least in Shinzen system, categorized as mental seeing. So you're using these qualities of the mind already. So the mental seeing sort of unit cannot be used for all sorts of other imagining, whatever, because it's so located in a place. And like it or not, it's going to be imagining on its own what those experiences are like. Just proprioception itself would dictate that. Very interesting, fun historical fact. Mondays are always like this. Yes, I wasn't working out. It wasn't working out for me, so I sped up. Okay, great. Yep, good alteration there. Okay, any other reports, questions, comments, queries, concerns? All right, I have to check my notes. Questions, quandaries, comments, queries, challenges, or concerns. Questions, quandaries, comments, queries, challenges, or concerns. You guys, I need taglines. That's my, I live on taglines. Okay, no one's here in Discord. I'm going to hang up on Discord. If you're just trying to sign in, I'm very sorry. Okay, folks, lovely to be here with you as always. I'm going to go play with the dog. We'll be back here in fewer than 72 hours to hang out and meditate and chit-chat like kitty cats. Beep up is, okay, late comment here from Nick. No problem. Not a problem. We can handle a late one. This is a comment for those who are interested. Best Camel Walk, which is a song ever. I'm going to put it in the
Why are you?
Okay, what is this? Okay, not what I'm worried about. Let's see. It's 2:26:97. Okay, here's the link. Okay, I'm not going to play it now because, well, maybe I should just play it right now because whatever. Okay, I'm going to play this song now just because whatever. If you want to leave the stream, go for it. But somebody asked me what the best version of this one song is. How long is this song? The song's like probably 4 minutes. Holy shit. Maybe I'll just, here's what I'm going to do. I'll end the stream and I'll have this be the outro music. We'll go from there. So it's so good. It's crazy. It like sneaks. It's like so sneaky the way it starts. And it's just like so good and so like nasty funk. It's so good. That's my usual running in the end. Just a random thought. Lots of them right now. Idle Minds, play Devil's Advocate. Wait. Oh, wait, I didn't even listen to your comment. What the hell happened there? I got distracted completely. Did I miss your comment? Or did I just play your comment? I forget. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, you speak about questions, quandaries, and a few others in that catchy alliteration. I wasn't sure of the definition of that word was, but I thought it was something like confused dilemma, which it pretty much was. Just looked it up, smiley face. Also, couldn't quandaries be something of a plural anglicization of Koan? Kinda sounds like it. It said, origin, unknown, in the dictionary, so maybe we're onto something, but the mind also likes to play detective at all times.
There you go. That's an interesting question. Just a random thought. Now you got me into fish. Oh, really? Into fish as well. Okay, well, that's interesting. I feel like they're the world's worst band. They're like, I think I saw a video essay, and this is totally true for me. It's like why I like the world's worst band. Okay, so folks, I'm going to, let's see here. Here's the outro. We're going to do different music for the outro, so I'm going to stick around for a little while. But this is one of my favorite songs. It's really one of my favorite songs, and this is the favorite time they've ever played. It was in 1997, and it just comes on so nasty and sneaky and like just so good. I just can't even get over it. Okay, this is the audio, right? This is audio. I also need to add the system audio. Isn't that right? Where does this audio come in? If I play this, where am I hearing that? Oh, I see. Okay, system audio question mark is where that's being played. Okay. Okay, great. So that's our new outro for now. Folks, listen to a lot of old progressive rock stuff, but also new progressive rock stuff. Very eclectic. Yeah, they have a very eclectic. There's a really good podcast. It's called Long May They Run, which is very interesting on that point. So let's hit play on this. I want to make sure the volume is decent. Okay, I'm going to skip way ahead. I don't want to blow anyone's eardrums out. This is way ahead in this concert, so I'm just picking a random spot to see how loud it is. Damn, this show is so good. Holy shit. Jesus. Oh my god, this show is so good. I'm putting the link in the chat because it's just, this show is bruisingly good. This is one of my all-time favorite shows. Okay, if you want to listen to the whole thing, that's the link. We'll just go at the beginning though. The volume is good. And okay, folks, let's hit this outro. Pretty sure you can still hear this. Alright, folks, lovely to be here with you as always. I'm going to sit here and listen to this song. Just because it's so good. It's going to start and I don't want to... There it is. That's it, folks. You survived. You did it. Great to be here with you as always. Highly encourage, if you want to listen to that whole concert, the link is in the chat, and I'll put it in there again just for fun. Folks, taking this particular moment just to dive into what is happening right this ding-dang minute. Lovely, as always, to be here with you. Folks, as always, practice well, take care of each other, have fun, and we'll see you all very, very soon.